Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. This is gonna be just a quick video because I'm on vacation, as you can see from the background here. Here spending time at a cabin in a, undisclosed location. Anyway, what I wanted to discuss was who really is the future heavyweight champion for the Brits. Like, who's going to be the next big thing? Is it really going to be Daniel Dubois, or is it going to be more Moses Atoma or Fabio Wardley? There's a few others out there, but they're the main ones that I want to focus on. Well, number one, Daniel Dubois is already the champion. He already holds a belt. I feel like it's illegitimate simply because Usyk was already the belt holder. He basically gave the belt up because the governing body was being stupid. Daniel won the belt because it was vacant when he was fighting, what's the geezer's name? Filip Hrgović. So he got the belt, but now he's fighting, now he's about to fight Usyk again. So this could either go really well or it could go really, really bad. And he basically loses the belt and Usyk becomes two-time undisputed champion. Now, I do think Daniel is a decent fighter. He really doesn't have the greatest footwork and he doesn't have the best defense. So I do think that fighting someone like Zhilei Zhang or even fighting somebody like Joseph Parker will be a little bit of a banana skin for him. Good fighter, but he doesn't have that it factor, like that it factor that AJ had. AJ had that it factor where he was good looking, he had the muscles, he was articulate on the camera. Daniel basically looks like he has to be programmed what to say. His boxing promoter, Frank Warren, it seems like has to tell him every little thing to say. And if he doesn't tell him what to say, then Daniel basically ends up looking stupid half the time. So you have to factor that in because people have to want to watch the fights. So even though Daniel may be a good fighter, there's other elements to his personality that still needs to develop in order for him to become that it factor, to become that British superstar when it comes to the boxing. Now let's look at the next person, Moses Atoma. So Moses Atoma, I think personally, is probably the next best thing. Why? Because he's kind of chill, he's kind of calm. He only just turned 20 and he wants to compete, and he's competing at the right level at the right time. So he's not trying to rush to fight a Bakole. He's not trying to rush to just jump in and fight Parker or Usyk. He needs to build up to that because he still hasn't even been 7 or 8 rounds. He's been knocking out everybody so easily. So if you've seen his last fight, which was just a couple of weeks ago, his poise in that fight was excellent. His head movement, his counter punching, it was so good. Even though it only went 2 rounds, the person who he fought had had many knockouts. I think he'd had, 16 knockouts out of 20 fights, the guy who he fought. So he was a seasoned pro. But Moses just made him look like an amateur. He's so fast. His reactions on the defensive end are so good. So I really have high expectations for that dude, even though it could be that he's being overhyped. I don't think that it is, but sometimes guys get overhyped and then they get rushed into the limelight, and then when they fight a for real seasoned heavyweight, they get exposed. So I do like the fact that they're taking their time with Moses and that they're slowly building him up, because he really can be special. He really can be the next big thing. Now let's talk about Mr. Fabio Wardley. I actually like him. I like the way that he fights. I like that he's got that knockout power. But man, this fight that he had, the guy who he was fighting was actually a really good fighter. It's kind of funny because he reminded me a little bit of Usyk, and a little bit of a mix between Usyk and Agit Kabayel in the way that he had movement, he had good footwork, he was able to close the distance, get his shots off, and then back up. And Fabio was having a world of trouble. And if I'm going to be honest, when I watched the fight, Fabio was losing that fight big time. But as his opponent started to close in, this fight was last week, as his opponent started to close in, Fabio caught him with one of his monster rights, knocked the dude out. Now, the ref called it off. At first I felt like, okay, he called the fight off a little bit early. But once I took another look at it, it's possible that the ref could see something that we did not see, which is the guy's eyes may not have been here. I'm going to show you this pool. I'm going to show you this inside indoor pool as well. Pretty nice, huh? Anyway, the guy's eyes may not have been there, which is why he waved off the fight. And it didn't seem like there was much of a complaint from the person's corner for the fight being called off. But I think that Fabio, oh, the lighting's horrible right here. Let me switch spots. I think that Fabio, his defense was exposed because he was getting smashed up. If you look, I want you to go online and look at Fabio's face after that fight. That dude was smashed to bits. He's got a granite chin. I give you that. Fabio Wardley has got a good chin. However, I mean, he got beat to death in that fight. Let's be honest. He got beat to death in that fight. His face was all messed up. The guy who he fought barely got any big hits on him. There was the big hit that got the knockout punch, but he looks like he just had a sparring match. Fabio looked like he was obliterated. So, given the fact that he has a little bit of a lack of boxing IQ, boxing experience, his defense is not the best. He is world level, but I would not put him on championship level yet. He can still improve, but I look at him more like, Dan camera stop, that's annoying. But anyway, I look at him more like he can fight a Jarrell Miller. He can fight someone like Andy Ruiz. He can fight a Hrgovic. But I truly believe that those caliber of fighters would probably beat him. Or it will be a close fight if he got a lucky punch, heavyweight punch. One punch can change everything. But if he fought an AJ, if he fought an Usyk, if he fought a Parker, I feel like it'd be done. I don't think he would go that far. So my prediction is Daniel Dubois, second best English fighter. AJ, I think, is actually better than Daniel Dubois, but I think that he don't want the smoke right now. He's got to build his confidence back up. But Moses Atoma, not right now, but I'm talking about in the future, Moses Atoma is going to be the #1 fighter. He's going to be the #1. And for all of you Americans out there wondering why I'm not talking about any of your boys, that's because they all suck. I don't know of any like really, really great prospect that's coming up, Jared Anderson, but his boxing skills are limited, bro. So if that's the best that you've got to offer, done. If Jarrell Miller's the best you got to offer, done. If Fat Boy, Pizza Boy, Andy Ruiz is the best you got to offer, done. The heavyweight division is not dead. It's very alive and vibrant. But you guys in the USA, which includes me because I live here now, we don't have anything to offer. It's all Ukraine, it's all the Brits, it's all the other foreigners that's got something to offer. Maybe I'm being naive, maybe I'm being ignorant. If you guys out there, leave in the comment section what American fighter that you think is coming up that's going to be the champ. Let me know. I'll make a video on it. I'll start watching their fights. But to my knowledge, there's not anyone who is fabulous and a great prospect at this moment. So if you agree, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, like, leave a comment. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to go back and enjoy my vacation. Deuces.